If you are looking for a sign whether or not to buy a Kindle or an e-reader, this is not it. This video is just all about my love for Kindle, and of course I will be mentioning some parts that I don't find necessary or I don't find useful, but of course I still love it. I love you. Anyways, thank you so much for clicking onto this video. If you're new here, my name is May. I post videos obviously about books, about reading, and as much as I want to share more about my things, it's just all I can do for now is read. So it's been 5 or 6 months already since I bought my Kindle and first read on it, and I think it's just nice timing to share with you my first review or my first impressions. And until now, these are still my impressions and my thoughts about this Kindle. And as the first-hand everyday Kindle user, Kindle reader, Kindle user or owner, these are the thoughts or these are my opinions about this device. Just a quick disclaimer though, I won't be talking about the specs or full feature of this device. I won't also be mentioning any tutorials, maybe on another video, but for now, I'm just talking about what I love about this Kindle, the features that I think that are useful for the readers as well, and also a share of a couple of things that I wish Kindle Basic have at least, but other models already have those features. So also, I would like to clarify before anything else, this experience that I will be sharing with you guys is on a Kindle Basic 2019. This is the 10th edition of the Kindle Basic. I think this is the most recent version of the Kindle Basic, if I'm not mistaken, or if di pa ako outdated. Yes, I bought this in 2021 and it's still quite nice. This is brand new from Amazon. Ayaw pa sabay. Okay, let's get into my list. First thing that I love about this Kindle is its design. Looks classic. The bezels are raised from the screen, which gives you a bit of a grip to hold on to. It also gives you a clear indication of where the screen is. But it's nice, at least for me, to get the feels of raised bezels. By the way, I got the black matte, which is I love black. So going back to my list, the second thing that I love about this Kindle is its display. It's backlit. It's just enough for my eyes. The 6-inch display. Adjustments of the light is also super accessible, which is super helpful for me as an anywhere reader. I usually have more time reading at night, so it's also okay for me to read in the dark. E-inks are designed to emit less blue light that harms your eyes, but I hear some people still experience eye strains with e-readers. As for me, I haven't had any so far. I have myopia. My eyes have 175/200 in grade, and so far by using my Kindle for 6 months, I haven't experienced any severe eye strain so far, except for when I was in front of my laptop for work for the whole day, then stare right away at my Kindle. Like, girl, pahinga ka naman. I experienced it once. Like, I want to finish this book so badly right now, so I forced my eyes to read and my mind to read. Just a quick tip, stay between 1 to 3 bars or light bars and you're good. Like, if ever you're in a dark area or in a light or bright area, 1 to 3 lights is enough. Like, I don't know, for me it works. The lower the backlit of your Kindle is, it's the less strainful for your eyes. So, or if you prefer the warm light or something, it just doesn't work for me, the warm light. But if you prefer the warm light and if you think that would help your eyes be more healthy, if you think that would help you be more productive or your eyes more healthy, then choose a more upgraded model of Kindle or any e-readers as well. For Kindle, I think they have the warm light for the Paperwhite and the Oasis. The third thing that I love about Kindle is the Whisper Sync feature. This feature allows you to sync all your books, Amazon or side download, and your Kindle library among all your Kindle devices, including your Kindle app in your mobile or tablet. And as for me, I use both my Kindle and my phone. So I usually purchase and download books using my phone because it's easier and faster to navigate, and it syncs directly to my Kindle device, like almost real time. Provided that, of course, it is, or the Wi-Fi is on. It's just so convenient for me kasi for the Kindle, mostly or most of the time, the response rate is just so low. Like, whenever you click, like for example this one, when you click it, medyo mabagal. Baka tingin nyo mabilis siya, but for me, it's mabagal for me. It's better for me to download using my mobile and then sync it into this device na lang. Another thing that I love about Kindle is its built-in dictionary. If there is a word that is unfamiliar to you, you just have to click and hold that word, and then a dictionary will pop up just like that. And it's automatically enabled when you set up your device. You can also download other versions of your dictionary, but I think the default dictionary is already useful for me. If you're also online or your Wi-Fi is enabled, it can also give you a brief overview of a Wikipedia page or translation if this is a foreign word. So it's super helpful for me, especially for those that are looking for broadening their vocabulary. Another pro for me is its battery life. One lesson learned, do not leave your e-reader's Wi-Fi on if you're not using them anyways. Your device will just drain fast. Like, wala pa atang isang araw, it was already drained when I tried it. From then on, I turn on my Wi-Fi only when I need to sync my books, or if I need to, download or, sync my books. In my experience, I only charge my Kindle every 2 weeks. I actually have tried. I vlogged something about the battery life of this Kindle. It took me 14 days or 12 days? 12 or 14 days with the Kindle when meron pa siyang remaining 12% or 14%, or nagkakamali ako sa mga numbers. But if you're interested to know about the Kindle battery life, I have a vlog and I will link it wherever here. But just to share, there is one time that I have drained this Kindle. So meron na siyang, na-experience ko na yung may battery icon and it doesn't turn on. Even when you charge it overnight, hindi siya nagbubukas, and I was just so, oh my god. I already knew about the issue, so hindi mo siya talaga dapat i-drain. And I knew that there is a trick na you have to click and hold the power button for 40 seconds, I think, or 20 seconds, and then it will just open itself. But it didn't work for me, so what I did is I charged it overnight. Hindi pa rin siya nag-open kinabukasan. And then what I did next is I charged it on my laptop using a different cable. And it opened like after 20-30 minutes, mga ganyan. So, okay naman na siya. And then, after that, I don't want to drain it again kasi nakakakababes. Although, alam ko naman na mabubuhay pa siya ulit. But, still, another thing that I love about Kindle is the notes and highlight. I also like tabbing in physical books. It's just much easier, especially when you have color codes. Like, imagine you have to turn to the actual page and see the tabs and notes and highlights and just remember it right away, or remember your thoughts right away. Although there is also a pro on highlighting and noting and annotating on your Kindle. I personally love that the notes and highlights in my Kindle are collated in one page as well. So whenever you are like extracting the notes and highlights, Kindle will generate this one page or one PDF that summarizes all your notes and highlights. Some others may find it not useful, but for me, it's just so useful. It gives me basically the summary of my thoughts about the book. And of course, last but not the least, and maybe this is probably the most useful thing about Kindle, this is what I love the most. Kindle is so much more portable. Kindle is so much more portable than any physical book that you may have. Like, in this tiny little device, I have how many hundreds of books already. If you are in this channel for quite some time already, you know that I go out a lot. And if it wasn't because of the pandemic, I will be traveling more and maybe even farther than I am currently going to. So portability of these e-readers are very much convenient for me, for travelers like me, for traveling readers. It's not that, well, I can read naman ebooks with my phone, although I need also my phone to capture pictures and videos and clips, and also for communication. So it's nice to have a separate device for your reading because girl, ang hirap mag-charge and medyo mabigat din magdala ng power bank. So this is just so good for me. Like it literally can fit with my jackets, my windbreakers, my purse, even in my shirt. We have honorable mentions, and these features are quite nice, but I don't really care. It syncs to Goodreads. So if you have a Goodreads account, or if you're not familiar with Goodreads, I don't know why you're not familiar with Goodreads, but Goodreads is a platform. It's a social media for all bookworms and book readers. Although may mga nagsusulputan na ng other monitoring or tracking apps and websites, but I'm still on Goodreads so far. And this Kindle syncs directly with your Goodreads if you're online, of course. Although that only works for Kindle or Amazon books, if I'm not mistaken. So if your books are side downloaded or side uploaded, this won't work, if I'm not mistaken. But still, I mentioned I don't really care. This is a good feature for many. For me, I don't really care, but still, okay. The second thing that is quite nice about Kindle is that it has audiobook feature. But again, for me, I don't really care that much because my earphones is an AirPod and it doesn't connect with Kindle. They're not compatible. And I don't have any Bluetooth earphones. Ay, meron pala akong isang Bluetooth earphones. Meron pala ako. But maybe I can try. But I am not really into audiobooks right now. So we will try this next time. Also, yung audiobook ko is not on my Kindle. I can try. I can download some audiobooks just to try. But currently, I am subscribed on Scribd kasi it's cheaper than the... What's the audiobook for Audible? Audible is way more expensive than Scribd, and hindi rin lahat or medyo onti lang yung options mo sa Audible, but that's for another review. And just to mention some things or some stuff that I find quite annoying. It's not very much annoying, but it could be improved siguro in the next version of the Kindle Basic. I have two lang naman. So first is the charging port of the Kindle. So this one, nasa baba siya. Girl, I bought this cover na foldable para whenever I read or whenever I eat, ganyan, meron akong ibang ginagawa, I can just stand this here and I still can read with my hands free from anything. Hindi siya masyadong helpful kapag naka-charge. Hindi ko siya nagagamit kapag naka-charge. Although you can use it, it's just that you can stand it this way. But it also is a pro kasi I don't want to use my device din naman kapag nag-charge. It's just me na matigas ulo kapag ginagamit ko yung device when it's still charging. Also, another thing that annoys me is the responsiveness of the device. I mentioned this earlier, but it's okay naman for me. It's just, I don't know, whenever you navigate, like for example, when I am downloading a book directly from my Kindle or on my Kindle, medyo mabagal yung response niya. And whenever ito pala yung pinaka-annoying, whenever I take notes. So whenever you take notes, you hold on to the word or the phrase or the part that you want to highlight or note on, and then you click note. So whenever you type, ang bagal niya, and minsan may mga letters or characters na naiiwan. It's kind of annoying, but still it's okay for me. I still love my Kindle. I still love that I can put notes or write notes on it. So that's it. That's all I can share for now. Question, am I upgrading? I would love to get my hands on an Oasis. It's just so sleek and so classy, and it's so cute. But it's kind of expensive for its purpose. Like, this works naman for me, and other features can wait. Sila pa yung nag-antay. And the Kindle Basic already has my priorities. I mean, it has the features that I prioritize for Kindle or for an ebook reader. I'm already okay with the Kindle Basic, but if I have an extra money, of course, I would upgrade my Kindle to an Oasis or an even more okay version of Kindle. Gusto ko nung, this is not a Kindle but another e-reader brand na you can actually write on your device, para siyang tablet but e-ink. So that is an interesting upgrade as well if ever, but not my priority financially. So do I recommend Kindle Basic 2019 10th edition? Of course, girl. This could be your first Kindle and your most loved Kindle so far. This is way cheaper than the others, and it serves its purpose and a lot more. I'm not sure if I will change my mind in the future about this device. Siguro kung maka-feel ako ng bagong device or bagong model, that could be another factor for changing my mind. But for now, this is my favorite purchase ever, and this is my best friend, basically. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope meron kayong nakuha from my review or something that I shared. Let me know if there is something else you want to know more about the Kindle Basic or an e-reader experience. So I am more than happy to make videos about this one or this topic. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you when I see you.